Hi everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to make this video as short as possible because it has been raining on and off today. It really has kind of thrown me for a loop because I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to go ahead and plant and put in the ground, but when I came out it started raining for like 3 to 5 minutes, then it went back in and I started doing something else. But nevertheless, if you remember in the previous videos, I shared with you how we wanted to succession plant our fall garden. So today I'm out here doing a little bit of watering, and I want you to stick around to the end because I've kind of gotten thrown off, but we're not going to let that deter us from our fall garden. I'll share with you what is going on in less than like 24 hours. But we're going to keep rolling with the punches, and we're still going to plant everything. But I wanted to show you what all we have started. And really, I'm out here today to water this flat. Let me go ahead and turn it around for you. Okay, so I'm out here to water this flat, and I will probably go ahead and start thinning this flat right here. Now, this flat has been inside. These are all the fall vegetables that we're starting, but I'm super proud of myself because I have some more vegetables that I started a couple of days ago that consist of cabbage and what else do we have? Brussels sprouts. And we got something else, but when the time comes, I'll bring them out and I'll share with you what we have. But I want to just go over with you what we have. And again, stick around to the end because I had some plants hardening off, and I'll tell you what has happened. But again, we're going to keep going. I'll tell you what I'm going to do to try to remedy the issue, because we have got to get this stuff planted. So first of all, I'm super proud of myself because when I planted them, I actually put the tags, the variety, and the date. So that's good on me because sometimes I just plant stuff and think I'm going to remember, but as I get older, y'all, I cannot remember some of the things that I see. Now, Swiss chard, that is obvious. I'll definitely know what that is, but it's always good to keep a journal to write down when you started. And I'm also journaling some of the things that are happening. And again, I'll show you in the end. So what I have been doing is using my fish fertilizer and fertilizing my leafy greens, but it's time for them to be watered. When they're in the tray like this, I go ahead and bottom water it, which is what I'm going to do today. But I wanted to show you what we are starting off first for the fall season. I know the season is getting, I know that the weather not necessarily changing, it's still hot, but I'm going to tell you how I know fall is coming. I seen love bugs. Comment below if you have experienced the love bugs in your area. I'm going to go over with you the different varieties that we have, and then we're going to go ahead and bottom water it. I'll show you how I do that, and then I'll show you and talk to you about these right here. These are the plants that have been hardening off. As a matter of fact, last night was their night to stay outside. Because I do it over a 5 to 7 day period. I harden off all of my plants before I put them out, because when they're in that nice control environment, not a lot of wind, not a lot of sun, not a lot of pests, when you just put them outside like that, you can really kind of hurt yourself, because if they haven't been hardened off correctly, they can instantly die, which I've had some to do that on me. So I kind of harden off everything just to get them acclimated to the space that they're going to be in, and they stayed overnight, and I will show you what happened overnight. But let me go ahead, let's start with the variety. Also, let's comment below, put your comments in there. Let me know if you start fall gardening, if you're in the zone where you can fall gardening. Comment below, let us know what you have started. I am slowly but surely looking outside, seeing all the things that I'm going to start pulling, or just have had their time and they're ready to be pulled up, so that I can go ahead and at least put my mustards in the ground and start growing. Okay, now we've done this before, so we're going to do a talk and work session at the same time. So basically what I'm doing, I have my watering can right here. I'm going to lift up this flat, and I'm just going to pour the water in here, and that's what I consider to be bottom watering. So while we're while this is being watered real good, because these are going back in the house. I haven't hardened these off yet. I'm just out here to water them, and I was going to plant my mustards, but we'll probably do that tomorrow. So we'll just let those get watered, and I'll leave them out here for about an hour. But let's go over the varieties that we have. I feel like I made a video last year over the same thing and just that quick. We are back at fall again, but I don't complain because fall is one of my favorite seasons to garden. Because of the pest issues, although again we'll talk about that in a minute. Now remember, I told you my memory always serves me well with Swiss chard. So we have some Swiss chard growing right here, and we got 2 rows of that. And what I did with this row, with this flat right here, is I just did 2 rows of each variety. And again, I do have to come in and thin them out because I did plant them 2 to 3 seeds per cell. So this is our Swiss chard right here. This right here is our top bunch collards. This row right here, we have top bunch collards. And when I look at the leaves, this is how I know I need to go ahead and fertilize, because I don't put, I do put a little bit of seed starting fertilizer in there, but not a whole lot. But once they get growing, I want to go ahead and give them their nutrients, what I consider their like B12 shots, to go ahead and get them to growing. So probably, maybe not today, since it's fish fertilizer and it's later on in the evening, but probably in a couple of days, I'll go ahead and start the fish fertilizer. I will amp up the strength because I have been doing like a 1/4 of strength, but I'll give it just a little bit more as I look at the leaves. So we got our top bunch collards right here. Right here we have some bok choy that is from Baker Creek. This row right here, this is bok choy. These are Kamasutma mustard. I may be pronouncing it wrong. These are from Baker Creek as well. Kamasutmo mustards. So we have some more mustards right here. This is our mustard 2 rows right here. We have more collards. This is the flash collards, and we grew flash collards and top bunch last year. Great success. So we'll definitely be growing those again. And another great success right here are the red mustard. They did so good and they were so pretty. I'm going to try to go through our camera and find a picture of those red mustards, because those were good. Like I tell you, red mustards are, the way I prep them, they're very good in a salad. They give them a little bit of bite to it, but you don't want to like overload your salad with it, because it is like a little spicy bite right here. So again, we're just out here bottom watering, and this is what we got started. And we're going to start the fall season off with our leafy greens right here, because they're doing very good. And probably in a couple days, we'll put our fish fertilizer on here. Now, let me show you what has been happening to our mustards right here. Okay, so I've been hardening off our mustards. Last night was the first night that they stayed outside. And I don't know if you can see them, but the white flies have already started to try and take over, okay? And I'm not happy with that, but we cannot let that discourage us. What I'm going to do, these are my plans. I am going to plant them out. I'm going to give them, first off, a neem oil treatment, and I'll link that video to how we control white flies, because it's still a little bit hot. I know it's going into September in a few days, but it's still a little bit hot, so the pest pressure has not died down as much as I would like it, but I would like to go ahead and start having some nice leafy greens for the fall, get them to growing, get them with good root growth. So I'll do a neem oil treatment. Then what I'm going to do is put some insect barrier on where I plant them at, and then I will put a little bit of shade cloth, and hopefully that can keep those white flies under control. But y'all, these are the, let me tell you what kind this is. These are the green wave mustards right here, and they are so pretty to me. And this is the Florida broadleaf mustard here. Now I'm a little bit surprised. I've had to kind of come in, I can't believe like a couple of them looked like they wanted to go to seed, and so I had to come in. This one was a good one, as a matter of fact, and stop that. because we don't want them to go to seed. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put them in a salad, but that's not what we want them to do. We want them to grow to full bunches. And then I also started a few of the Swiss chard outside as well. So again, that's how we're going to fight the white flies. We're going to put some neem oil on there. We're going to put the insect netting and a little bit of shade cloth out here, and hopefully that will get us into the cooler fall weather, because these mustards are really quick. I want to say they're between 45 and 60 days, and we can go ahead and start harvesting bunches. And what I'm going to do this year, I will leaf off some of the collards, but the mustards, what I want to do is just pull those by the just go ahead and pull them by the bunch. But I want to continue to succession plant and just pop more leafy greens and things like that in. So again, y'all, let me know what you're growing, if you're able to grow for the fall. I hope this helps you. I'm just going to let this bottom water for probably about another 45 minutes. We're going to take this tray inside, and hopefully tomorrow we'll see what the forecast looks like. It's rain all week, but remember what I told you. Normally it's about 5 to 10 minutes and it stops. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you are not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.